Next principle of war is that when you become a defender, you have become a loser. This is all the good general, please, if you want. I'm the table of contents. It says in Joshua chapter 6, verse 1, Jericho, a fenced town with high walls, the Amplified, was shut up because of the children of Israel. No one went in, no one came out. So Jericho was surrounded with walls and gates, and they were going to fight. And who lost? Who loses? Every time you are defending, you are losing. So when Hitler was going to invade Europe, Hitler built a wall, the whole of Europe round. But in the end, he lost. So every defending always means losing. So even now, we see some wars going on. The ones who are defending themselves are losing ground, losing territory, losing cities, losing. Do you see? So you always have to be attacking. Yes. So when the enemy, so as you keep on saying, well, I'm preventing this, I'm preventing this, I'm preventing this. In the end, you see that you've done it. So as you sit at home trying to prevent pornography, before you realize you've done it. So you should have gone out on outreach to win souls. Do you see? And as you move out to rather break down the kingdom of darkness, you get it? It's like the whole idea of you even falling doesn't even come in. Because you are out there fighting and winning. So once you become a defender, you start losing. So that's why we must rather be increasing, going on outreach. Every church that stays there trying to prevent its members from losing, going away, the church gets smaller and smaller. Your church will be smaller and smaller. You are trying to prevent them from leaving. People will leave anyway. There's always a percentage of people who are leaving a church. They come and they go. They see it almost like a lotto kiosk or even a supermarket, a shell shop. You just pass through and go away. They don't have any commitment. So once you sit down, right, defending just what you have, it starts reducing. That's why when we move and we started the First Love Church, even though the Kodesh is there and the other churches are there, this one, it has become more members here. And so as we keep up, since the pandemic, we have expanded more. We're not sitting down just defending ourselves against whatever attacks. We've been advancing. That is when we've decided to build more, do more churches, community churches, different things all over. So the church has actually rather grown. And we are now establishing the Flow Church. That's the Flow Church that we are in right now. So it's like once you start defending, you start losing. So those of you who say, I'm going to prevent myself from doing this. I'm going to prevent myself from doing it. Have you not noticed that? In the end, what? You are doing it. But once you change the thing, you see, Ghana, we've won World Cup before. I don't know if you know. Under what? Under 20. No, we won one. The medal, we won. Under 20. Yes. Under 17 or under 20, which one? We've won twice. Are you sure? Okay. But there was one that we had a player called Adia. Yeah. And he won the Golden Boot. He was the top scorer. And that was the difference between Ghana, that team, and then some of the other ones that we watched, that our hearts will be breaking. Eh? Remember when we almost went to semi-finals? Oh yes. We were defending seriously. Once we score one, then the whole thing changes. Are you listening to me? Yes. So that was it was delightful to watch. We were pressing, attacking. That guy, I don't know why he never came back to play for us. I don't know anything about football, but I just remember that I happened to be there and I saw them. And the guy was, pressing them. That's how come you will ever win. But as you stand, sir, I won't fornicate again. Before I realize what? It's happened 3 times. Yes. I won't do this again. And it's happened. Rise up and come for the prayer meeting. Rise up and arrive for the prayer meeting. Change your life. And the enemy will be shocked to see you at the prayer meeting. Say, hey, something is going on. Instead of sitting in the house trying to defend. Oh, yes. Lift your hand. Pray. You'll never be a loser again. And you'll never be a defender. Yes. Lifting your holy hands.